John, with regards to Nick Sealer, is there a final determination on whether he'll be available tomorrow?
Day to day.
Day to day. Is there a degree of concern there
No.
with him?
No, day to day.
Where do you feel, Jackie?
My brain was thinking, no, you go ahead.
Go for it.
No. Oh, yeah.
You guys obviously this week did a ton of work on the power play. That was the plan, to do it heavy this week. Do you feel like the sharpness is coming together? Do you see
Well, I think they've practiced well. I mean, it's practice. I don't know how it's going to work. It's one of the tougher things to do. It's hard to simulate all that crowd, momentum of a game, meaningful parts of the game. You run through your routes as far as breakouts, your foundation and your power play, and you hope your best players play at key times in a game that counts. So we practiced well, covered a lot of things on it. A lot of players had touches with the puck. We'll see where it goes.
We've talked a lot over the course of camp about Sam Ersson, about the fact that he's taking the number one job. Presumably he'll start tomorrow. But I know you've mentioned that you don't know where it's going to play out. But is there a degree of excitement on your part to see how he does?
Absolutely, yeah. It is an excitement on my part just to watch us play. Not just Sam, but watch how we are. Did we get enough things accomplished in camp? Are we ready in certain situations? Camp is a drag for players sometimes as you go through 2.5, 3 weeks of it. It's the same thing for coaches. We try not to overcoach. We need to play now and see what we have, and then start working through some of the things that we need to work on or feel good about, all that stuff when the regular season starts.
You said that Matt Bay's picking up everything that you're saying. I saw a couple times in practice today use Igor just to relay some of the intricacies of what you're trying to get through to him. Is that?
Yeah. Just so he, as coaches, we know what we want out of him, out of any player, whether it be Mish or any player. Sometimes we don't spend enough time making sure they understand. We already have the understanding. Like when we set up a practice, I always talk to the coaches. We go over our drills in practice, spend 40, 45 minutes doing it, and then bang, we yell it to them, and we expect them to understand it. They just heard it the first time. We got to make sure, especially with Mish, that we explain it and let him question us. Just make sure it's covered. And Z's done a really good job of that with him, and worrying about his practice habits, but also kind of helping him as far as the language barrier. So, but Mish picks it up. You can tell he picks it up, and if he doesn't understand, he tells us. So it's been really good.
Was it a point of emphasis going into this camp to practice more, 3-on-3, 4-on-4? Because it seems like you've done more of that this year than in past years.
It's been the weakest part of our team since I've been here. Has been our power play, our 4-on-4, and 3-on-3. The specials of the game. I think our penalty killing has done a really good job. We just have not done it well enough offensively. And so it's something we're going to work on. We're going to continue to work on. That's something that's bothered me that I did not pay enough attention to. And so we're going to. It's hard sometimes when you have so many other things to worry about in a 60-minute hockey game, but those 4 or 5 minutes, 3-on-3, 4-on-4 on power play, they're crucial. We need to spend some more time on that, and hopefully we'll get some success out of it.
And also with 3-on-3, is it almost feel more important, given how close you guys came to make the playoffs, that to get those extra points in overtime?
Those points are so crucial. And for me, we're looking at the offense, but I want us to defend the proper way. Sometimes last year, we didn't have a chance to get a shot on goal because the puck's in the back of our net, because we didn't defend it right. So we're doing a lot of work. That's something I spent time with Mish today. I can tell he doesn't understand how to defend 3-on-3. It's just man on man. We just need to explain that to him and let him understand that. I want him taken off. I want him to try to score a goal, but there's sometimes we have to defend it. We did not do a good enough job of that last year, and didn't give us enough time a chance to score goals.
Do you give him and maybe Jet, playing tomorrow, a little bit more leeway because it's first games and kind of getting their feet wet, just getting the experience of the NHL?
Oh, they're going to make a ton of mistakes. Yeah, we're the key thing with those guys there, especially me. She's more I think more polished right now as an offensive guy. Um, as I said, I don't want to turn him into a checker. I want him to score some goals for us. He's going to make some mistakes. He's going to cheat at certain times. We expect that. I want him to. I just need to coach the risk of it sometimes. I need to coach the situational play for him to understand situational play. There are certain times in the game you just got to fight another day for offense and maybe leaving the zone early. Those are the things we have to coach without getting in his way offensively.
Yeah, Lutsenko, you don't necessarily have the same concerns.
Well,
I guess.
I think Luch is more of a 200-foot player. We want Luch to explore himself offensively. We want to try to get some offense out of him. I feel very confident in a kid that age. It's amazing to me how he understands the other side of the puck. We want to push him and take a chance the other way, maybe cheat a little bit and go offensively. So that's where the game is. That's the way we want to play. We want to play with risk. We know we're going to make some mistakes. I want them to understand it.